Baba Is You is my second favorite puzzle game, behind Portal 2. The main gameplay theme behind Baba Is You is controlling the changing of rules and objectives. To teach you the mechanics, the game starts out incredibly simple. Flag is win, Baba is you. You understand that as Baba, you need flag. You need to touch it with Baba, and you win. As stages go on, you get more objects like walls, rocks, water, Kiki, which is another little fella. You get more functions and states like move, push, stop, hot, melt, telly, defeat. Very quickly, the game establishes that words to the rules are interactable objects you can push around. So instead of wall is stop, wall is now push. If you wish it to be that way, that is. Eventually, you forget that you're looking at fun little icons that represent something in games that you're used to and start thinking of everything interactable as objects, even Baba, because Baba doesn't have to be you. You can be rock, you can be wall, you can be flag. Speaking of flag, it isn't always win. Wall can be win. Baba can be win. This game rules. I can't think of another game that has you babbling like a baby to get your point across to your friends.
Because you could push wall is stop up. But I mean, that wouldn't change anything because it'd still be wall is stop is push. You could make it wall is stop is push, but that doesn't fix any. This game was stupid.
Nothing is you. Baba kills himself.
What is Kiki's purpose?
I don't know. Magui. This is dumb!
Eventually, you might run into a problem that seems unsolvable. You've examined every known option and have concluded that this is impossible or requires some knowledge that you're not privy to. This is when experimentation via just moving shit around, trying things out that might not work, becomes essential. Although there are written changeable rules, there are some unstated rules too. I'm gonna spoil a single puzzle here as an example. Me and David were trying to do a puzzle here, right? So I checked the recording. Apparently we spent around, I think, 7 minutes on this puzzle. It felt like half an hour. Okay, here's the puzzle. You might have noticed like this room is really bare. Baba is you is crossed with Kiki is push. Kiki is the little red dude. Wall is stop. It's pressed up against the wall. There's no way to get around to get rid of the words in the phrase wall is stop. This is separating us from the word we need to win. Win. Right outside these walls. We were stuck in there for a while. We moved around stuff like in a circle, like doing nothing for 7 minutes until we finally decided to push Kiki into the wall above the word wall. We took away the word push from the phrase Kiki is pushed so she could no longer be pushed. We knew the rule at this point that states if an object isn't interactable, you or anything that would interact with it just walks over and lands on it. We pushed the word wall onto Kiki, changed Kiki into you, and found out about a new unspoken mechanic. If an object that is not interactable gains an interactable state while a word is placed over it, it can then push the next word in line, severing the phrase in the direction it chooses. This allowed me to step outside the wall and grab and use win.
No, that doesn't do anything.
Oh no!
But
You're right!
yes!
What the fuck?
Ah, now you can just walk through the wall, yeah? And then you can make Kiki is win.
You're insane! Yeah, Kiki, Baba is win. Yeah.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you grinding?
We had no reason to assume it would do that, but it makes sense. Paradoxically, in a game about rules, we needed to experiment to solve it. The game starts out super simple and climbs in complexity the further you get, as you'd expect out of a puzzle game. I've heard this game described as a coding game that is friendly to non-coders. I'm not one myself, I'm not sure, but from the outside looking in, it seems somewhat correct. Constantly changing states and rules in order to get a desired outcome. Baba Is You is tile-based. This is in order for you to play with words and objects as easy as possible, and the only other option besides move is undo. The art style is also as simple as you can get. Small flourishings can be present, but most of the time, a stage is going to be composed of interactable objects. The soundtrack is what I can only describe as brain music. It's light, bouncy, it's not overwhelming, perfect for ruminating over your options. This is a fantastic game, but I highly encourage you to play with a loved one, family, or friends. This is the kind of game that a mom could play if you let her play level 1, the tutorial and all that. I'd consider the price tag of $15 to be an appropriate ask for such a great puzzle game. The game time is also extended by the use of custom levels, and as you can imagine, it gets psychotic and obsessive. The base game is approachable at all levels of skill, and when you finally solve a puzzle that's been messing with you, you feel like a goddamn genius.
Baba is no friend of mine.
Can I teleport water?
Teleport! Teleport!
teleport water?
No, because water is defeat.
But what if I teleport it away?
What if this game?
What's gay?
It did it. It worked.
Hey.
Oh, whoops.
Oh.
There we go. Let's go.